Hi, this is me. Um, trying to think. So I was trying to upload yesterday morning my Mia Talks yarn or something video, and yesterday it was stuck. And the computer went off or went to sleep, and it was stuck on 81%. I just came back and it was still stuck on 81%. So that probably happens to some of my videos. So I end up with this funky looking yarn. Actually going to the store, not ordering it, not doing any pickup, and it's like already too big because I usually add. So I'm like, this is unattractive. Like it might make a nice soft like pad or something to sit on, but I'm like, I could make like chainmail, like turn it into a big shirt. But I thought, my boyfriend was saying, get 5 things of yarn and get 2 of each. So that's supposed to be a 9mm needle. The biggest I have is 6.5. Alright, so we went and where do we go first, Joann? So I had a bunch of stuff in my cart. Let's go back into the cart. Okay, guys. Let's see, who's that YouTuber I just watched for the first time? Sierra. There's 2 Sierras I watched. Sierra Ann. Pretty good. I was smiling at how cute her family is. Her partner and her pets. One looked like a volunteer pet. Like, she said it just comes in the home. Oh, sorry. Oh gosh. Okay, let's go to my app and go to my cart. Okay, so I have $67. The painted high-rise organic cotton fabric in gray. Roving yarn in plum. $4.99 each. It says they don't have that color here. Lily sugar and cream super size yarn, the Christmas colors called mistletoe. They didn't have that here in town. K plus C pixel yarn. So this $3.99. Oh, that's weird. Where's that roving? Okay, it's 100% wool. It feels like chemically processed because I could feel the chemicals. So $3.99 from $15.99, and I didn't expect it to be this thick. Same yarn in titanium, which I think is pretty. It's hard to stretch. It's hard to stretch that color, but it's like that nice darkish gray. And then roving yarn clearance 2 for $5.40 in blue. I guess I didn't get that. Okay, let's see what that is. So $2.70 per. See, I'm gonna see that. Well, that was 100% wool. So number 10 needle. So wait, what about 4-inch knit gauge? What the heck? Bulky weight. 100% wool, 15 stitches on size US 10 needles. It must be for the knitting, not crochet. But I did not find that for $2. That one doesn't. Oh, that one's still chunky. They had some like this outside, but I looked outside and they had big, chunkier than this. But I think all I saw was acrylic. I don't even think I saw a blend. Alright, guys, so I kind of followed my partner's advice, but I might have overdone it. So I didn't know what to do with this yarn. So I did go ahead and get 2 of those colors. And then he said pick 5. So then I got this like burnt orange, the white, or it's not white, the light gray. This is nice. This looks like, It makes me think of wintertime, walking through the city. It's like you're reading, it's like you're a kid in the 80s, like when I grew up in the 80s, reading a book. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and you're reading like a book about someone walking through the city with a big hat and a big coat on, splashing in the puddles. Like, it's like old-fashioned, like a woman's wearing a dress and like some leather clunky shoes. And I can like imagine going out with Mom to the base to go shopping or something and having some kind of raincoat on with a hood. Like, that just makes me feel like that, coming in from playing outside and getting the hot cocoa with the mint in it. Nostalgia. Alright, so I end up getting, looks like there's only one of these colors. Why is that? He said, so that's 3. And then this one is crazy. So I had this in the cart. These are the double ones compared to the ones that I get. I don't know what that one is. From Walmart, they have the smaller ones for what, $2.75 or something. So these were definitely more. I feel like they were 5 something. So I've never got this size. I was only going to get 2 of these, but they only had 3, so I ended up getting 3 because it was weirding me out to leave that one. And you know how you're doing a project, you're supposed to get enough for one project so the color dye is the same. But then I end up getting one of these because I wanted a neutral color. I don't have any of my creations out, so you'll see I'll oftentimes go through one color and maybe the same color maybe, and then do like another color and then another color, and then end up trying to like use black or something on the edge or neutral color. And then what was that? That sounded really uncomfortable. 3 yards of this, which I was totally not trying to do. I was like, I don't even think I could find it, and as soon as I said that, it's right in my face. And they had a lot of colors. They even had like, I don't know if they had oranges, but they had brighter colors. That's pretty much what he said. 1, 2, 3, so 5 different ones, except that these ones are not even. And I was really, I am pretty sure I walked away and left this one, and I was really bothering me. I already started the project and I put it back. So I got 2 of these, less than a yard. It's pretty wide. And this is the print. And here's the second one. So I folded, I unraveled them. So after I read Con Marine, which I probably shouldn't have brought more stuff in the house. Oh, this is 98 cotton 2 spandex. About taking the labels off. And taking the labels off your clothes. So my mind is like, oh, what if you decide to wear it, or you don't decide to wear it, you decide to return it, or you decide to sell it, or give it away, or something. Oh, if you took the label off, well, how are you going to know how much it costs, or what the sale price was, if there's a clearance sticker. Like for these, it's hard because, like, oh, what about the washing instructions? Let's see what it says, actually. It's a Spot Pop Black. Gentle, cold, 2% spandex. I was trying not to have to be dependent on the process. I like the improved vision with it standing out. So machine wash, gentle, cold, non-chlorine bleach, line dry, cool iron. Okay. And then the other one is the organic cotton. And I think online it was supposed to be pre-coupon. It was supposed to be on sale for $11.24 or something. And they had some other like obnoxious colors that were online. I don't think I even saw them in the cart. They were I thought 9 something for the. I don't know why I can't find that Roving. Anyways, oh, it says no longer available. Someone went and bought it all. Ooh, my cart just jumped from $67 to $94. That's crazy. let's go back to the card, just see if it, maybe the sale price changed. It's all like confused. Okay, it just still says 67 there. That's 67 for the fabric. So 6 yards at 11.24. And then roving yard, mistletoe, the purple one. So this was still on sale. I had to ask for help because I couldn't find this. This was still on, priced as $15.99 per. And there was a sign in front of it that said K plus C. 2 stack signs, K plus C cotton for $2.49. And while she went and grabbed her scanner to scan the price at $3.99 or whatever I said, I flipped up the sign and it said K plus C wool, whatever, $3.99 or whatever. And I was like wondering in my mind where the cotton one was. But I had spent too much money. Oh, I keep trying to put this project away. Okay, so I ended up with the Dollar Tree, which was also on Instacart yesterday. My partner gets frustrated if I say I want to order Instacart. Why don't you just go to the store? I was like, So let's see if I can find it. Disappeared. Here we go. By 9:32, so it'll be like an hour. And like I said, I don't open. So let's see what I have in my cart. Okay, so chopped pecans. They were not available. The Crystal Geyser 500 milliliters. I don't think those are available. They weren't yesterday. The Crystal Geyser 1 gallons, those are available. They're always at the front, or they're usually at the front. I didn't try to get them. Next time, because we have some water. The freeze-dried apples I did not see. And I think if you click on it, does it say unavailable? It doesn't say unavailable. Maybe they just got some in. I thought I clicked on that, and the pecans are pretty much, yeah, the pecans are out of stock. It looks like so I look for a snack, because I'm like, I'm eating this on the way home. I need some blood sugar's going down, but, okay, so the apples, I don't even like these. I mean, they're intolerable now. And then they had the Premier Just Cotton Pink for $1.25. So I ended up getting this container. You see me with another one that I was using for like emergency, my wind-up radio. I need to get one for just batteries. I was thinking of using that one. I had food in it, so I didn't put batteries in it. The food is gone. It was probably those nuts. And I had eaten some old, so it's like 2 different. So I ended up getting that exact thing. So I went overboard. Now there's 6 colors. It says just cotton, but it's only 85% cotton and 15 polyester. That angers me. And it smells weird. And then I ended up getting the sage, which I believe was also in my cart. They had regular, same brand, I believe. That was like twice as big as this. Or somehow it was bigger. I don't know if it's longer. I think it was longer, but it's still skinny. It's still not your... It might be similar sizes, the ones they have at Walmart. That same brand, either the peaches and cream, or what did they call it? They have like, I swear they have more than one name. It's like cream, sugar and cream. I have the other one, it's peaches and cream. So, and then I have that big cone out there, and I'm sitting here taking up forever to crochet anything, making myself, if it's a left-brained world, I have to use I'm left-handed, I need to use my right brain. So I try to create stuff, and I'm supposed to be doing work, and I sit there, and I try to use it as a meditative time, or more like a manifesting time, or a calming down, because I'm realizing how much, so a healthcare provider was telling me that maybe I worked too much because I had not wanted to be alone with my thoughts, because it was so overwhelming. I have PTSD for being abused. That's not the only reason. I have PTSD from witnessing a plane crash. I have PTSD from witnessing a some motor vehicle accidents. So besides, people will say, oh yeah, you were traumatized, you were abused, you were sexually assaulted. But when you're a kid and you watch a plane crash and everybody died, I'm going to make a separate video on that. And while I work on these items, I have tears in my eyes. While I work on these crafts, including this, tribute to those people's families and the people working there that still remember. I'm not on Facebook now. We're going to pull this open. What am I supposed to make with this? A tube top? That's probably what I should do. Wouldn't that be something? Walking around like this with the little straps. Just make it like exactly the way it already is. Just hem it and sew it. Oh shoot, how do you put a tube top on? Never really had one. I've always wanted a tube top or some kind of halter style top. So tribute to the families. These crafts. I have tears in my eyes. I'm going to make another video. Hopefully I have time. I ended up getting some of this tape. It's probably super short. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I usually get the tape and it's like this much tape. This one is like, it already looks like it's empty. So that it's not even necessarily to put 2 in a pack with a cardboard. You might as well just put 2 on, double it, 200 inches, whatever. They had a different brand. I like tape. Where's the gift wrapping one in the green? And then the magic tape in the purple. This is just a plain out tape. I feel like this comes in handy. I think I'm missing a bag. So I got this cutting tool that I don't need for a tracked blade. So I was talking to my daughter about whether she had one of these. Oh, this is from the Dollar Tree, guys. Come on. So I don't think, but I don't think you gotta be doing major projects. It's interesting, the inches. So I was thinking, I was watching about quilting. I have the quilt batting. I have some fabric. I don't have a lot of fabric to do quilting with. I'm thinking, my kids had this square they had turned into a bag. My mind just went there thinking about doing a bag or doing one of those quillos. So maybe I'll figure it out. But now that I have this, I've never really used, even though I guess my daughter has. We have some at home. And I got a sewing machine. I threw it away. We had another one used, a kid size. That one's gone. And then my daughter got one. And she used that regularly in hand sews. But I never really used her machine. Or I think I used it like once, but I had to set it on the floor. So the kitchen table and stuff wasn't clean, or someone was sleeping on the couch. So it's like noisy, you know. You don't want to bother people. So this will be hand sewed. I consider going to the Goodwill, but I am not. And then I'll try that out. I don't have any. What I ought to do is just, I should just make one square. What I ought to do is, I got some black. I got this flannel here. I should take all my remnants and just trim the edge off of all of them. I have some orange. You see my other pictures, just all the cotton stuff. Might be some of the stuff from Walmart pre-cut is all. Like I have some white. It's supposed to be from my backdrop from my eBay store. I never ironed it. That one is nice size. I mean, I wanted to try to put it down under something, maybe pants. You know, pretty big compared to like a poster board. I should paint today. Okay. So the grand finale, so we're going to see how big this is. This is the almost grand finale. We got tape. I feel like if you run out of tape, it's like printer ink and batteries. you gotta go try to find something. And this is greasy. So it left a grease mark on there. So look. Ooh, it stinks too. It's supposed to be air. Look how little this is. So this is near like the dishes, or the dishes, and the end aisle is in that store. Alright, here's the grand finale. I had in my cart a Bathmat, and they had a picture of like 5 different designs, and I got this shrinkflation, inflation, lovely Dollar Tree, and we unveiled the bag, which I guess if you double it would be the exact size, because this is slippery as heck, and it's so light it doesn't like hold anything, you know. Why am I doing this? Okay, so I've been doing billing. I've been calling insurance companies, getting on the phone for hours. I feel like I can only do 1 a day. Unfortunately, if you finally get through and you have another appointment, and it's kind of like, what do? Hang up and stay on the phone another hour the next day? Maybe 2-3 hours. I've had it where you call places and they don't even. I kind of want to air this out. Actually, I should put it over by the filter. So that was the grand finale. The stuff was 100. I think the yarn itself was $70-something off. You know, they trick you like at Kohl's. You saved $290 and you spent $100, and you're like, I should not have spent $100. I'm gonna do a tribute video, and the Me Talk Yarn Tingle. Yarn Talk Tingle is uploaded now. Peace, guys. This is basically a haul. Joann fabric and Dollar Tree. Couldn't find that. Freeze-dried food, which I said yesterday I wanted to go once a week when I went to one of my appointments and come back with well, it used to be $5, so it'd be $6.25. Get 5 items that you can use for preparedness. And I kind of wanted food, mainly, our water. I have a miniature, speaking of, I like to end with survival stuff. I have a miniature Berkey filter that's super expensive, and I'm scared to set it up, and I don't know how to set it up. And I also have a water bottle. I'm trying to, I guess I can ask my higher power, like, use that meditative time when I do some of this, and then get back to my clinic work. I have 2 or 3 new patients in the next week's time. I have a lot of bills due, and just a big I talked to somebody yesterday, and it was, well, we were looking online for a phone number, a professional person, and they're like, yeah, you should be getting paid for your work. I want you to get paid. You didn't go to school to become a doctor to not get paid. I haven't had a lot of support, so I guess I am adding this. I didn't get into this mentorship program that I applied for, and it's really sad. Let's see, I have it on WhatsApp. I said, oh, I didn't get in, and I congratulate the people that did. They said there was a lot of people that applied, and that I made it to that next round. They were looking for people that were already done. What I think happened was I was overwhelming because I'm a naturopathic doctor, adding a naturopathic doctor, obstetrician, which is obstetrics or midwifery. They used to have your actual medical school degree or whatever, yeah, as obstetrics. But I feel like the American Medical Association somehow didn't like the public to be confused with it down. So we're physicians with a midwifery add-on license and college degrees. I had 2 medical degrees, but usually I forget about that fact. That's crazy, 2 medical degrees. Anyways, I went at 3. I'm not, I did a leave of absence for the 3rd one, so I'm not trying to be limiting myself. Anyways, it's a different story. I think I'm thinking about doing the real estate agency thing. Anyways, I ended up, I was just thinking about doing real estate to even put less of a cap on my earning potential. I gotta pay my student loans, guys. It's no joke. Anyways, that's a different story. I'm gonna do my tribute, because I'm just upset right now. But yeah, this person I said thank you for being encouraging, because I see, and this is like for black midwifery students, I see these like black midwives across the country promoting, trying to eliminate this disparity in black and brown birth, poor birth and pregnancy outcomes. I mean, how many stories do you see where black women were in the waiting room emergency dying in the hallway during childbirth because nobody attended to them? That happened to I don't know if it was in the hallway of the waiting room. That happened to a black midwife, or was it a doula? She was a black healthcare provider. Doulas still, I'm also a doula. I don't work as a doula though, but I am certified as one. Doulas usually don't call themselves healthcare providers. But I don't know. People don't like the word advocate. So I said something about advocacy. Someone's like, no, you're not their advocate. Your client is their own advocate. I'm like, good grief. Anyways, this is a whole nother story. I see these disparities. If you're a certain way and you're black, then people want to grab at you. So, oh, that person's a hard worker. Oh, that person's smart. They just try to have like 2 of us. And then people are like, okay, this is threatening. It's starting to be too many. We want that token person, but we don't want all this. And we want that token person to be 24/7 available. Do this, do this, do this. When we say with or without compensation. So I've been there, done that. Been excluded from groups. Not being able to join the clubs. Not being able to get the student discount at the midwifery fair. I look around, everybody is white. And I look at myself, having trying to do the student discount. And it's like all these people working as midwives and they're making 6 figures a year. And they want to pay the $100 to insure. But I'm a student, I'm living off the loans, I'm a single parent, and I'm adding these extra classes. You can't get loans for the extra classes. If you double your, maybe you can, but it's like you get a cap, basically. You can only borrow so much money when you're an undergrad, when you're a grad. Grad plus, I don't even know. Nightmare. Let me tell you that. Nightmare. So, just rude. So I'm going to do the tribute video. I was sad that I didn't get the mentorship, because I am in a position where I'm wanting to get a midwifery license any day, fingers crossed, from one state, working the state, right across the state line, doing the same thing here, Vermont, and I'm looking into Pennsylvania. And I think for the next set, I may or may not need to do some more births in order to take the national NARM exam for a certified practical midwife. Portland had, Ms. Shafee had sent something out about direct entry midwife was going to be, they did this with massage therapy too. It's like, oh, this year they're changing it in January. If you want to do ABC for these certifications, you can use whatever training and preceptor hours and hands-on clinical training that you already have. But then after that, they're not going to let you use ABC type of education, or they're going to have to require you to go to their schools, not to, the neighboring schools, like different things like that. So what I'm thinking for Maryland you can bring over a state license and have the preceptor sign a form that says this person did this many births. Anyways, that's a different story. So say I needed 65 or whatever, or 60 or 55 for Oregon, and all of that, 150 for this, 150 for that. And I turn that in with all the packets and the signatures, and fingers crossed it gets approved. I end up getting the license and then being able to do, it's not really like a reciprocal. It's like some places they let you get expedited. It's like, say I had a medical license in Oregon and I wanted to get the one in Maryland. They said, oh, you already have a license in good standing for so many years. Like, usually most states, they say if you want your regular license, you need to go through the whole process, the fingerprints, this and this and this, the background check, turn in all of your paperwork, turn in your license, turn in your transcripts, turn in your FBI background check. I said fingerprints. And then some places during COVID, or even before COVID, like Washington State, if you didn't have any weird things, like I had arrest in the 90s that end up nollie pros, and I couldn't get my Washington license several years ago. The easy one, the easy track. I think what it is like a 90 days or something. Like you have a reciprocal, you have a license in another state, and you get almost like a instant license, and then they do 90 days of finishing your process. So you're still paying the same money and doing the same stuff. But if you have anything weird on there, then they're like, no, we got to do the whole process. Anyways, that is so, you see how confusing that is? And you imagine me doing an interview where somebody needs a mentor, and I say all that and more, and they're like, okay, the interview, we're over time, I got more, and then they'll be like, scratch. That's too confusing. What I should say is, I'm preparing to take NARM. I'm still shadowing under midwives as a student, period. Instead of saying I'm going to go up to Vermont in 3 months and buy a homestead for, every place is expensive, and throw down some off-grid homestead in Vermont and be like, I'm going to sit there and what? You know what I mean? Be on call for births. This is a reality. I watch Leave Everything in Wonder. Now they're homesteading. They start off as driving from like the Arctic all the way down, trying to drive to the tip of South America. Ended up stuck in COVID. It's going through the whole continent and going through, it's more than one continent, two continents, going through all of North America and South America. I love that adventure. I hated the people stealing from them and them getting stuck because they're foreign. Luckily, they knew a bunch of languages. I got so jealous of seeing them adventure, and every time I get in their car or take a walk with my boyfriend, I have to remember, you're doing your adventure. But you're looking at someone else who has long blonde hair and a skinny body and, husband with a big smile and the sparkly blue eyes. Like, you have your own. I said, Mia, you have your own adventure. It's not driving around with the phone or a camera showing the adventure. Just talking about it. So, life is special and a gift, and can be busy and terrifying and anxiety provoking. It's for some of us, not everybody. And I just want to be grateful to have a chance to, I've never had fun or been joyful. There's a false sense of that with medications or substances, or even when I was a drinker, alcohol. There was a false sense of just, party time. Yeah, we're going to dance, we're going to do this, we're going to shout and hang out. And, I mean, I could say, hey, I had some fun back then. I didn't have any friends, still don't. Made a butt of myself. So I need to figure out. We weren't allowed to have fun in my house as a kid. We weren't allowed to laugh and smile and be loud. People watch TV shows where black people are being loud and talking and fussing and going away and sitting out on the porch hollering at the neighbor. I couldn't even turn the TV up loud enough to hear it. And then they try to watch it. Try to watch the lotto numbers and tell shh. Like, you shut up, turn your freaking TV up, stupid. Peace, guys. Let's get off that tangent.